really understanding that we talk a lot about content, but nobody here, including me with a humongous team, and this is super important, this is really what I wanted to start this talk with because I think it will help people. Me, with a team of 20, putting out between 80 and 100 pieces of original content a day, am grossly underperforming in the amount of content I put out every day. Like, to really set the tone for everybody, the sheer volume of content needed for every individual or business in this room to be successful in a 2019 environment is staggering, and nobody's really making the financial or mental or emotional investment into that level of content. The amount of people that are super fine with putting out 1 or 2 pieces or 3 pieces a day on one platform are just leaving an enormous amount of opportunity on the table. And so for me, if there's anything that I can get through today, and there'll be plenty of things I'll try to get through, but the sheer amount of content needed to take full advantage of this land grab is staggering.
My number one thesis is producing content at scale right now. It is such an opportunity. I couldn't, I'm gonna beat this horse until not only is it dead, but it's buried and I throw a bomb on it, This is for everybody in here who's nowhere close or not at where they want to be, it is absolutely the most cost-effective way to start the process to whatever you want. It is about producing content at scale for as many platforms as possible. So many people in this room could have all the things that they've wanted to happen on YouTube and on Instagram for the last 3.5 years and has not happened, actually happen if they get serious about TikTok for the next 6 months.
I come here to set a very simple framework: content at scale. I believe that every person in this room should produce 100 pieces of content for the internet every day. Yep, 100. I know. And there's people here that post like 4 times a week. 100 a day. Now, how does that come? That comes in the form of 20 tweets that are just written words. Your thoughts, your observations, things you've seen, things you care about, your opinions about your business, your industry, your world. 4, 5, 6 posts on main Instagram accounts. The best way to sell is to not sell. The best way in the world to sell is to have people come to you instead of you going to them. Put out content, write an article on Medium, 6 mistakes a superintendent makes, then post it, and then spend $100 on amplifying the ad in Milwaukee in that general area, and I guarantee 4 superintendents and teachers will pass it on. It's put out content. Film the stuff that you can film, some of it will be private and you can't. The answer, Dante, the full answer is making content that's a gateway drug to penetrate the decision makers in school systems. I just think you have to put out content. Speed and volume. Speed and volume. Facebook, speed and volume. That is huge. That is huge. You have to have speed and you have to have volume. And the problem is most people struggle with both. And that's why most people aren't successful. I mean, like the reason you're not breaking out is 2 of the pillars besides quality are speed and volume. And the third one's quality. Like that's the formula. The formula is speed, quantity, and quality. That's it. And the third one you can't control. Like, not everybody's gonna be charismatic, not everybody's gonna be funny, not everybody's gonna be attractive. But the other 2 you can if you break it. And I'm struggling with, so many people are struggling without putting out compelling content, or they're half-assing it because they're overthinking their content, and then that means they're slow.